Yeah, I mean, like, it's probably going to take us 2 hours to play a gauntlet with this. It's got corruption in the opener. Can't lose. Oh. Corruption plus sight's really good, huh? Melt plat in the resulting dumpster. Because if we... It's just like... Maybe I want 4 Landing Pause Sight and 4 Relentless Corruption. I just want, like, no Oracle Song. Like... Because if you Prophecy onto the Relentless Corruption, it stays on there and draws more cards when we draw them back out. That seems really powerful. It depends on what you're looking to do, Draconis. In fact, soon if you're looking to play Constructed, you just won't need to put money in to play Constructed anymore. The new ladder's coming out, and the Constructed ladder's going to be free to play, and you can earn prizes playing on the ladder. The night went well. We're in the home stretch here. Copy Relentless Corruption with an Elder? Maybe. Maybe. That seems worse than copying a Ragefire. I mostly just want a Corruption and take away the things that they're Landing Pause Sighting. Hopefully he casts Landing Pause Sight here. Welcome back, Buff. Yeah, I'm gonna Corruption him. You take your prizes and turn them to plat using the auction house. The auction house, you can sell packs for platinum. It might be worth waiting to Corruption until he plays a Landing Pause Sight, because he's likely got Landing Pause Sights in his deck, but eh. He said he was brewing, so this could probably be literal anything. It's likely a Reese or a Monsoon, but it could be literal anything. I guess Inquisition's another reason to have played out the site there. Now we're getting, he's taking away our 3-for-1. Hashtag professional. What are my thoughts on the new Tameo and the creature matchups? The card seems great. Ooh, oh, he's brewing the Darkspire deck. Okay. No, wait. I'm going to transmog this dork. I don't want to kill it, because now that I've seen Darkspire, this is, oh, he can sacrifice that. This is very likely a Monsoon. Kill Gambit VP. Playing against the Dumpster Fire deck. Oracle Song only drew 3, okay? The Shard afterwards drew another one. Yeah, Transmog's real powerful. It's possible I should have 4 Transmog in the 75 still. Vampire Princess that we knew about. Timer's at the top on the right. We got an hour 45 left. Keep skipping along here. Gonna kill this before it deals damage to me, obviously. It was, in fact, a monsoon under there. Gonna kill this dork. Take 6. Will extinction next turn. I'm gonna cycle the shard prism. I'm assuming he's not going to play anything else out here. Well, that's aggressive. Maybe he has a verdict? His hand is kill, gambit, 1 card we don't know. Hopefully it's not a verdict. Sweet. Just draw 2 with my champion ability. And look, this Relentless Corruption is going to draw 2 cards off the top of my opponent's deck. And the next one draws 3, and then 4, and then blah, 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 blah. Ooh, that's awkward. So he's got the Replicator's Gambit in his hand. That sucks. I could have left Transmog up, but I didn't. So his hand now is kill and a card we don't know. How good would it be if we drew the Darkspire he put back into his deck? Don't hit my replicator guy. Yep, that's the dream. He's got a kill for this VK. We're aware of that. Oh, we've got another VK here. There's a peak, okay. That's why he's using peak. It helps him find his stuff. Yep, he's dead, Jim. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? PK Dragon VK, it's a combo! God, having Relentless Corruption in our deck in these mid-range matches seems nuts. Like, we just have 4 cards in our deck that draw 3, and then the next one draws 4, and all the meanwhile we're, like, decking our opponent while we do it. It seems so hot. Look at that. Draw 3 cards off the top of my opponent's deck. So every time we cast this, we draw 1 more card from them. How's it going, Tahidra? Seriously? Alright, well, I'll take another Relentless Corruption, please. The 2-liter's got about 1/3 of it left. A little more than 1/3. It seems to not draw his stupid Darkspire. Cash this kill in. Thomas the Trade remix, right? Oh, you know what? Yeah, so Darkspire Tyrant does damage or draws cards. We've got 3 Darkspire in our crypt at this point. What does it matter whose extinction this is? It doesn't really matter. Alright, dead. Sweet. Well, I put an extra Oracle Song in the reserves. We got 3 Transmogs in the main. Verdict actually seems okay in this matchup. I don't think he's on... He doesn't look like he's on counter magic, so I'm going to cut the Inquisitions. I think the Extinctions are good. Bring in one counter magic, perhaps. I could see Vampire Kiss also being okay, because it kills... Reap kills his vampires, which is good. Actually, Exarch seems kind of poopy, right? Maybe put in a Princess of my own. Actually, let's bring in a Charge Colossus. Let's do this. See how it goes. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick and pee. This 2 liter's running through me. We'll play the game in just a second. Thanks for hanging out. Jeez, come on, Hex. Come on, Wine, I should say. Alright, I'm gonna keep this hand. Wine, I walk away and Wine's like, you left me! Don't leave me! So this is my standard. Has Hex been hanging out with Moto too much? So, I'm playing Hex on an unsupported platform, for those who are unaware of my setup. I refuse to install Windows. I don't have a Mac, so I'm running from a Linux computer. Actually, I prefer Linux to OS X too. I work on some Linux systems, but Hex doesn't officially support Linux, so I'm running it on what's called Wine technology, which sometimes quirky things like that happen. But it's fine. It reloads back up, and we're all good to go. That's Eternal also runs through Wine. Having the Orc Shard in there for just blood/rage seems a little... I guess he's got a lot of orcs. It's so weird. Alright, we do just have to reap this Vampire Princess, because we have so many actions in my hand that if I take a turn off to do anything else, he's very likely going to get to take one of them away. And I'd prefer to keep all of my actions. Maybe there's a random gas in there. I mean, that doesn't seem awful. Now, I've played 61 cards in this archetype before. Like, control decks, you don't really need to play strict 60-card decks. Alright, we're definitely extinctioning that. And then, next turn, we can go Relentless Corruption plus Hold Up Verdict. Rats, he got to search up a Darkspire out of his deck. It's unfortunate. Much rather take 3 damage there. You got the Replicator's Gambit? Nope. Okay. Give me all stuff. I'm probably just going to play this out as a 3-cost 3/3 next turn, so I'm just going to pass. That's fine. The Magic Pros say that too, Boffety. Tara Hedra with the brand new sub. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate that next level of support. I'm going to cast Verdict here just to be resource efficient, and he wants to dig for a shard, and he cannot have a shard. Get out of here. Bad. Bad, bad holidays. God, savagely punished. And he hit the shard anyways. Rough. Rough. Ooh, Relentless Corruption. Show me what you got. Killian Dread donated $10. Thanks for all the content you provide. I've grown to love Kikikord and made other players hate it because of you. Thank you for being you. Thank you. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. Well, I didn't bring my princesses in this matchup, but, you know, let's play the princess anyways. He's got a lot of search. I don't even think we lose, though, if he... I probably lose because we kill the Darkspire and we discard cards and he finds more Darkspire, I guess is the idea. Oh, I didn't bring in my Dingler. God, that was super sloppy, right? The Dingler's just like nuts. Yeah, that was definitely wrong. Oh, you know what? I could have tunneled his Monsoon and then played the Princess. That makes sense. Our next Relentless is drawing 3 cards. Yeah, it's 50-50 if I draw it. Either I'll draw it or I won't. Pretty even Stevens. My Dingler! Raise your Dinglers! Alright, show me what you got. Oh! Is that it? Is that it? Rats. Rats were so unlucky. Next turn, however, we're going to tunnel this bad boy and then get some Darkspires on the table. The Darkspire are here to play. Like, I've drawn way more cards from his deck than he has. He knows there's not tunneling troops in my deck. Darkspire Punisher. Oh, you know what? That was sloppy. I should have done this first because if we draw a Relentless Corruption, I really want to Corruption him to try and find his Replicator Gambited troop. Alright, we didn't hit it anyways. I probably would have played Landing Boss Light before doing this. I don't know, that's close. Transmogma Nerd. Oh, it gets rid of the token. That's annoying. Ooh. I've had 20 resources in this deck before. We can make that happen. Coran, I say 24 hours. I mean 24 hours. I am many things, but I am not a liar. Look, I haven't played Renlocks. I even said I didn't think it was that great. Oh, geez, he has an Orc. Don't be the replicated one. Don't be the replicated one. Rawr. We're about almost 2/3 of the way through. You know, last 24 hour I didn't use the whole thing. I think I'm going to be able to successfully not use the whole thing again. All right, we'll have a Tyrant Mirror here. How many Darkspire in his crypt? Any? 1. Ugh. Well, that's gross. Okay. Well, now we really need to Relentless Corruption him and take some of these things. He's got 2 Replicator Gambited things in his deck. That's real gross. The Tyrant, we definitely can't beat that being Replicator's Gambited. Oh no! Oh, no, no, stop drawing cards off your deck. There's 2 scary cards. Oh, jeez. And now we just can't kill this, because there's a chance if we kill this that he gets to search for the Darkspire Tyrant, and then the Darkspire Tyrant destroys us. All right, well, draw 4 cards off your deck. Yeah, draw 4 cards off your deck. Show me a Darkspire Tyrant. Ooh, and this one's prophesized. Excellent. Is that the good one? Is that the good one? Yes, it is. Ding. Fries are done. Excellent. This isn't even fair. This isn't even fair. We're doing everything his deck wants to do. I totally should have metagamed against corruption. Excellent. Look at them all. Get them counters. Get some rage going on up in here. Always had it, never didn't have it. I'm going to play his transmog, let him know what's up. Oh no, he has an unblockable rabbit. Yeah, right? We were 1 resource short of extinctioning our own board. I really wanted to, real bad. I wanted to extinction my board so bad, he'd probably die. Bunny on a back, bunny on a back, bunny on a back. Hopefully he just passes the turn and doesn't concede. I'd like to extinction. No, I want to do extinction. Okay. At least Relentless Corruption is definitely a fun card. There's no doubting that. It's definitely a fun enabler. The second and third Relentless Corruptions are nuts. Infamous Neo with the Running Deer. Okay. I think I can keep this hand. It's got a removal spell in it. And it's got Relentless Corruption. Just can never mulligan that, right? It's got 2 of them. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You know what's better than drawing 1 card off his deck? Drawing 2 cards off of his deck. So corrupt. Much wow. Wait, what? What, Neo? Did you really? What is... Come on, Neo. You're not supposed to give me easy ones. Make me think. I want to think at the end of my stream. What did you do? What did you do, Neo? You know what would be great? What if we draw the shard off his deck next turn? That would be so hot. So hot. Hot, 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 hot. I hope we draw a shard off of his deck next turn. That would be great. You're 1 turn too late. We're just going to Relentless Corruption. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to play this next turn to just send a message. Send the message that we took this from you. I'm just going to discard this Inquisition. Maybe I wanted the Inquisition? I don't know. Probably not. We're probably fine. We'll just draw more Relentless Corruption and just keep taking all of his stuff. Taking all of his toys. That's so sad! We milled a Relentless Corruption. I guess we were never going to draw that one anyways, is the way to look at it. It was on the bottom. I like the resources. I mean, he was discarding. Like, the Inquisition, like, what are we going to do? Take away a card so, like, we make him discard instead of him discarding? Like, eh. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's gaining some life. A second one, sure. Oh no, don't combat trick me. Oh no, whatever will I do? Oh no. I'm not quite sure what Neo's doing. I'm not sure Neo knows what Neo's doing. I'm actually gonna Inquisition here. We really should have kept that other one instead of one of these shards. So that way I know what's coming here. Brood, when this is in your hand, put 6 troops from your crypt into your deck. Play this for free. I'm gonna take the Balthazar away. That's the turn here. We're gonna take some amount of damage this turn, but we'll just clean up with Extinction. Oh, is Neo streaming too? I guess that makes sense. That's good. I can give him a host when I sign off here in about an hour. Took a little bit of extra damages here, but I think it was worth it to clear something like the Balthazar out of his hand. He would have played that and drawn a bunch of cards next turn. Sweep things up. Balth is always sick. I agree. Balth is one of my favorites. We just call this the use their deck against them deck. I guess these are cute with Running Deer. Cute is definitely the word I would use, though, not good. Let's kill. Do I even care about this? I just don't, right? I just like don't even care. Drew Relentless Corruption has a better play. Jeez, I can't even hold all these hex cards. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them. Your deck, yeah, give me that one and that one. Can I have that one over there? Is that a just mine, please? I don't know what Neo's doing, but I'm assuming it's good for us. Oh, that's weird. It's like oh, because I restarted in the middle of the game, right? So it's weird. I don't want Kiss. I don't know if I want Counter Magic in this matchup. The Transmography doesn't seem pretty good. He's got a lot of really bad cards that are expensive. I don't want Charge Colossus. I want Urnaz. I don't think I care for Counter Magic. Just play discard. Although maybe Counter Magic for the Inquisition. Inquisition I can play aggressively though, which I like. I need to put one card back in. Because I'm playing a 61 card pile of poop. Put in one Counter Magic. It's fine. All of your deck are belong to us. Yes, please. Give me. Give to me. Give to me. Ugh. That's definitely a draw again. That sounds not great, but I think it's a keep at 6. Sorry for bumping the mic. Fast Hierophant's going to be scary. Okay, not getting a Hierophant till turn 3, which is good. Less scary. Oracle Song can help propel us into an Extinction, hopefully, and Shard to play it. And you can play a bunch of these cards for free. That's cute. You have cheated out of 3-4. Small have to go practice Keycure for WMCQ. It's been a great time. Sharp Object, thank you for the support. Thank you for watching for so long. I will have pictures posted online later this evening for sure. No Runeer. Yep, seems great. There's the Extinction. Already have the Shard. Yep, let's just Corruption him and see what we get off his deck. Get Corruption back into our deck ASAP. Yep, another Shard. Fine with that. Deck just wants to make all of its Shard drops. Gonna use our life total as a resource here while we get beat down by this. If he gets submits another troop to the board, I'm going to cash in the Extinction, but outside of that, I think I'm just going to probably go to like 13 off of this. His deck's mono wilds, really doesn't have any reach in it, so not really encouraged to do anything. Just sit here and like make my Shard drops and like... Okay, yep. Just like mono... Is this like his answer to the... See, I don't think a deck like this is very good against the Prophecy Burn deck, because the Prophecy Burn deck of the Rage Fires, you just go so far over the top of everything. And you play this, draw a card. That's tough. Alright, well I could take 6 down to 10. Yeah, I just want to Relentless Corruption him. I have a problem. I just want to draw cards. I apologize to everyone in advance. I just, I get like twitchy and I just want to draw more cards, draw more cards, draw more cards. This actually got rewarded us really well for winning, because now we get to Inquisition and check what he's got as a follow-up and then clear the board. Yep, just got stone nothing. Yeah, I had 8 cards in hand. I would have had to discard if I would have played that one. So this game isn't over, but it's basically over. I mean, he's at 46. Based on that, he's winning. His last card is the one that makes his guy bigger and gives it Skyguard. Is over before it began. Yeah, I just think the Extinction deck probably just like, we just crap on these. Like, this is like a weird, awkward, not ramp deck. No blocks if you attack. I'm going to Inquisition your spell. We knew that was coming. His last card's a Shard. We play a Shard out. We play Oracle Song out just to make sure we constantly have 7 cards in our hand. Just a simple man who wants to draw all the cards. Sweet, he has a Balthazar in here, right? So we get to Uru the Balthazar next turn. Oh, that should have gotten the second Sapphire for this. We already have actually a bunch of wild. Alright. I don't know what Neo was doing there. But it didn't seem particularly good. Oh, jeez. Oh, good, another mid-range deck. Oh, I just want to Relentless Corruption all of these mid-range decks. That sounds medium. It's keep. One almost down to the last hour. Almost down to the last hour. The hour of power. The power hour, if you would. Exarch of the Egg seems great. Seems very good, yeah. Very good. Very good. Very good. Would like Relentless Corruption to corrupt your deck. This hand draws far less cards than I would like it to. Ooh, Rise Again, cute. Cutesy. So this is definitely getting cycled for Sapphire. I think my life total is more important than his, so I'm going to leave this back. I don't think trading 1 point on him is worth him trading back 1 point on me. The deck I'm playing is a Blood Sapphire control deck. Yep. Pick your favorite, probably the VK. I guess I could see taking the Reap too, depending on what the texture of his hand is. That's unfortunate. I think we're still right there to get the Sapphire. Let me play with your stuff. Let me touch your stuff. I want to touch your stuff, yeah. All your stuff, yeah. Let me touch your stuff, yeah. I didn't like main deck Princess in this deck, Gary. When I tested main deck Princess, it just kept being clunky with my extinctions, and I kept wishing it was either an answer or something else to draw more answers. Yeah, the old cottontail brick. Feels bad, man. Okay, now I really need to draw a shard that makes a temporary resource. Oh, that's corruption. Alright, well, we have to reap that one, unfortunately. I guess I could technically transmog that, but reaping it is more resource efficient. I don't know. That's close. He doesn't know we have this extinction. Alright, well, hopefully draw a shard off of his deck. That's exactly like a shard. Okay. The old hope to draw a shard, draw a 7-drop. And we've only had 4 shards. Actually, we cycled a shard prism because I needed the Sapphire. We've had 4 shards and 12 cards. It's a little low. It's a third. It's a third of our cards are shards, and actually we had a Relentless Corruption go back into our deck, so it's only like 13 cards really. Yep, well, I've got 2 extinctions. You probably want to take my Relentless Corruption away, because I'm going to get 2 draws off of your deck. I guess he might take the Uranez if he has something like a Rise Again. Yep, takes the RC. Because the RC could help me hit a resource out of his deck. Just keep staring, staring, staring. Just keep staring, bump, bump, bump. Just keep staring, staring, staring. Just keep staring, bump, bump, bump. Rotten Rancor, okay. Well, I can let him reanimate a variety of things. He's got VKs and stuff in here. Well, I'm happy to sit here and just keep drawing cards, especially when I'm hitting shard drops, because my deck is definitely better at going back and forth and drawing cards. We won't have Mass Polydingler to go over the top of my opponent anymore, but I think Relentless Corruption goes over the top of what he has going on pretty well. I don't think main deck Coffins is particularly good, I agree. People in Hex seem to overvalue this card a lot. It's just like, why do people play Curse of Oblivion? No competitive Magic player would ever look at Curse of Oblivion and go, yeah, this is a card I want to play. Wow, he's using Rotten Rancor. Okay. Just using it to, like, push 7 damage here? Just to, like, burn through the Extinction he knows I have? I agree, he should do that. Like, the holding pattern definitely favors me. He's got to just get through whatever these 3 cards in his hand are and start pounding them down. He knows I have these. He knows every card in my hand right now, actually. Another Runeer, sure. If we get a shard here, I get to earn as. We don't hit a shard here, and we just... I can't imagine what we're... So we draw like something dumb. Oh, well, we hit a shard. What's in his script? Probably just want a VK. Yeah, I'm just going to get a VK. Well, I could get the 6/6, right? I don't have any wild currently. Yeah, I'll just get VK. So earn as when he comes into play, or when he deals combat damage to my opponent. Or is it combat or just regular? Just deals damage, period. I get a troop from his script into play under my control. Alright, that's pretty good. We gain 3 life from that, but then we take 3 from the Runir Hierophant. Take 4 now. Draw triple shard. That's pretty good, because remember, each of those works towards his champion power here. We're going to have to pick up 2 cards off our champion power next turn as well, which is great. We're going to take hit for 4 here and then cash in this extinction. Activate this. Relentless Corruption, Inquisition. Huh. Do I want to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 next turn and go to 8? To Relentless Corruption and then Inquisition? Yeah, I kind of don't mind that. Let's Relentless Corruption him. And then Inquisition him. Extinction, okay. VK lets us gain some life, which is nice, and this is his VK, which is even nicer. So next turn we just go boop boop. Oh, I flipped Runir Hierophant back. That's pretty good. His deck's getting really small. I wonder if he's got a Freak of Nature. I don't think he's flipped one of those over yet, right? Yeah, it's not. Relentless Corruption, we're probably actually going to deck him. This is draws 3 cards off the top of his deck now. Oh, this I don't have a... that's awkward. I guess I'm never going to have one of those until I Relentless Corruption him for something, so... Oh, but this is Blood Blood. Oh, I could have played the Rotten Rancor because it's Blood Blood. I forgot this was Blood Blood. I was thinking I needed a wild, but that's not how Relentless Corruption works. Sorry, I've been awake for 22 and a half hours. I've been awake for more than that. I've been awake for over 24 hours. I've been streaming for 23 hours. It's fine. We're going to win this game. He needs to put a troop into play to win, and if he does that, we just Rotten Rancor and ranch him. Another hour. Closed coffin, sure. Oh no, don't take away my vampire princesses. Oh wait, that's your vampire princess, and you can't take away my relentless corruptions. So I'm gonna deck you with my relentless corruption. I'm gonna deck you with my relentless corruption. This card's so much worse than Rise Again. Transmog is poop. Don't play this card. Oh, I guess he doesn't know that I have Rotten Rancor, but he can't play this because it mills himself out, too. That's really funny. Wow, that's a interesting line. He found his Freak of Nature. Oh, I had Spider Eggs in there, too. Okay. He found his Freak. I might keep one Transmog in just for the Freak of Nature. So this card's annoying. Like, leave one Transmog, and I'm definitely bringing in the Mass Poly Dingler, so like one Transmog, one Mass Poly. Maybe two. Transmogging Vampire Princess isn't the worst either. Like the vampires, we have to... Ooh, is he going to put both of them into play? Yeah, because it lets him put good cards back into his deck, right? There you go, bud. Enjoy. He put most of the good troops back into his deck, obviously. Thanks, Spleen. Catch you later, mate. Again, Coffin's just embarrassing. It's basically pay 3, discard a card for our opponent. We're already kind of boarded how I like this. I like Exarch because he's on rabbits. Definitely an extinction. Vampire kisses poop. Transmog isn't great. Verdict I could take or leave. I'm actually going to cut the verdict and leave 2 of the transmog. I know they looked a little bit awkward there for a while, but he's on 2 Freak of Nature, which is a card that can be really obnoxious to deal with. I want a few answers to that, I think. I like VK. I charge Colossus for the grind. Yeah. Oh, Grave Offering. Maybe I want that over this Transmog. Over the second Exarch, maybe? Nah, over the Transmog. Let's do this. Let's do it! You don't want to leave Inquisition in your deck against other decks that are frequently getting into top deck mode. So that last game was a great example of why Inquisition is not great. We had Inquisition in our hand at the end of that last game, and our opponent's hand was empty. And well, it was fine that game because we were so far ahead on board. If we're ever behind on board, we can't afford to just draw an Inquisition. I mean, Talrand, he's basically a mono blood deck. Like, he's not that different. Give me your toys. And that's definitely a toy. Okay, that's something. Honestly, I think I'm going to discard this urn as... Well... Nah, I guess I'll discard a shard. If he takes the Uranaz with the Vampire King and the 1 in 7, Extinction cleans it up anyways. This only goes poorly for us if he takes the Uranaz and has Inquisition. Which I'm sure is about to happen, but let's see. Alright, Blood Shard, got lucky there. Withering Touch. That's unfortunate. Now I guess to take this away. Yep. Ugh. Just like max punished. I guess that's not even punished. We didn't really make any mistakes there. Play this out. Get a Sapphire. Gonna cycle the Shard Prism. Just like max chance to find a... Trying to find another Extinction. We're not gonna live to Mass Polydingler at this rate. 1 in 6 to hit Uranaz. Alright, missed again. Got that going for us. Oh, he doesn't have another... Okay, so Reaps and stuff kill these idiots. Which is nice at least. He doesn't have double wild threshold. Missed a point of damage. Alright, well, he's got Extinctions in his deck too. And removal. Okie doke. Well. I'm taking 8 here, down to 9. Got 3 draws next turn. Draw step plus champion activation to hit one of our 3 extinctions left on our deck. He probably doesn't have any extinctions in his deck, so I'm not gonna run that gambit. Let's just do this. I could Uranez here, but I feel like he's pretty likely to have a removal. Probably just dead here. I'm just taking some information with me on the way out. Okay. Got the Grave Offering for extra removal. He definitely runs Extinction. Yep, that's good to know. You're not wrong. Yes, he needs to clean Extinction to clean up when our board gets wide. It's fine. Can deal with a Hierophant. I just like hands that can like play all of our cards. This hand's also not too bad against Inquisition. Like we want our card draw to be coming off the top. You don't want him to be able to discard it. You even get to draw shards from 2 decks, right? Yep, that's the game sometimes. That's why we play best of 3s. That's why games like Hearthstone and other games that are like best of 1s are super frustrating. Like games that are variants by design are less frustrating when you have, you know, best of 3. It's fairly rare for you to have 2 games out of 3 where there was nothing you could do. And usually if you think there were 2 games out of 3 where there was nothing you could do, you're probably just not being critical enough of the decisions you're making. Drowned Shrine. That's annoying. Hopefully we draw Relentless Corruptions and not the other ones. At least Landing Pod Sight's not completely dead, because if we Landing Pod Sight onto quick actions, we can still, or quick stuff, we can do it on his turn, but still not good for us. Just gonna counter magic this because he's likely to take the counter magic with the Inquisition, and this makes all of his other Inquisitions cost more. So this effectively just turns our champion power off. Champions can't draw more than 1 card per turn. Sucks. That's fine. I think this matchup's good for us on average. So we'll see if we can win with a handicap here. Unfortunately, it does mean normally, you know, you'll hear me say it doesn't really matter if we flood out with this deck because, you know, we get to do things like draw extra cards. So flooding like we are right now, like we have 7 shards and 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 shards and 11 cards. A little rough when your opponent. That's fine. Don't really care about that one. Transmog is troop only. Yep, revert and transform a troop. Alright, well, he played that, so let's go ahead and let's just Uranez. Basically demands an answer right away. I'm going to take his Vampire Princess because if he kills... I don't have Vampire Princesses in my deck right now, whereas if I take his Vampire King and he kills the Vampire King, it's going to get voided all the other kings out of my deck. First Relentless Corruption sounds great. Really want to get that train rolling ASAP. Hopefully this pressure in the air and the unblockable is just enough to close out the game on its own. If he has Extinction here, he's probably priced into playing it. Just as kill, that's fine. Gets the other Uranez out of my deck, which is no big deal because we can just take his Uranez with Relentless Corruption. Now we're done. I shut down my VM. We're done. Urin adds close coffins. There's a combo for the ages. Just keep drawing shards out of 2 decks. And he can't even really start attacking me because there's no troops in my crypt, and because he'll lose this race. So like trades 5 points in the air for 4 points of me life draining. Tay Layton with the brand new sub. Welcome, folks. You got subs in this last hour. I'll be exporting my list, and then we can do what we get the giveaways. Yeah, that's fine. No blocks. I don't really want to give him a random 6. I think a random 6 is probably better than this 5/5 flyer. Another Relentless Corruption hit sounds great. So he's going to 9 here, and we're back to 22. He has a shard in his hand. Sure. For those wondering why I'm not activating my champion power, this Drown Shrine here says champions can only draw 1 card per turn. So my Oracle songs just don't do anything. You shouldn't be attacking, bud. Sure. Maybe he knows something I don't. Has a Vampire Princess of his own. Sure. I think I'm going to hit him with the Spooters and then Extinction. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen here. I know. It's really great. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. Preserve my life total. Eventually we'll draw Relentless Corruptions. There's no more Exarch of the Eggs in my deck, which is probably a good thing, so I really don't want to draw those. Oh, I'm so... God, that was a huge mistake. That was a huge mistake. I didn't want to give him 2 points of life. So the Shard Prism, I just went on autopilot and cycled it. I could have cycled this on his turn to draw a card. That, yep, that's cost my down a card. And that could be literally be the entire game. Get out of here. Not going to make that same mistake again. I have a random 3. Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we're dead in 3 right now. Come on, corruption. Oh, jeez. And again, I'm behind an entire card. I'm lucky we haven't hit an Oracle Song or a Lanu Pause site yet, in all honesty. How many extinctions have we gone through? One? One extinction? Mass Poly or Extinction. Even just a kill here is fine. It buys us a lot more time. Hey, Cure Inquisitions cost more. Not that that really matters. That's really unfortunate. I think we're ahead in this matchup by a lot. He happened to have his one reserves card, and then I threw it away because I was clicking too quickly. Yep, just dead. Good beats opponent. Yep, he found, you know, I swept the board. I was a little aggressive and swept the board, and then he hit runner gas, and then oh wait, canceled. Let's exit and rejoin the gauntlet. Yeah, unfortunately we can't look in Hex. I would like to run it off. Like, what the next card might have won it? Like, we'll never know. Like, what if the next card's the Relentless Corruption that drew us 4 cards off the top of his deck that included one of his extinctions? Or what if the next cards are Mass Polydingler or our extinction? Like, we were down a card that game. Our next card could have also just been another shard, or it could have been an Oracle Song that didn't do anything, or a Lanupause site. Like, never actually know. But again, like, we drew twice as many shards as him, and we were like 1 draw away from being in that game, even though we didn't draw twice as many. We drew a couple more, and he had his champion power going because of Drowned Shrine. Yeah. I mean, coffins didn't make me that much more likely to draw shards. The statistics on that are that's statistically insignificant for the most part. Oh, yeah, that's a great call, Shinder. Yeah, you're completely right because we drew the counter magic the turn after the VK came down. It would have been like 6 more draws without the VK. We've just been getting beat down by a 2/2, and we've seen a lot more cards. I mean, the misplay is that I've been awake for 25 hours. That's the mistake. It's funny. So so what happened was I drew the shard prism, and I knew that I could draw with the shard prism while the Drowned Shrine was out, and I was like, oh, I can draw with this while the Drowned Shrine is out. But really, I knew I could draw with it because I could draw with it on their turn, and then I just drew with it right away because I was like, oh, I can draw with this. It's not ways to go. How much does a competitive Hex deck cost? They vary. The two best decks in the constructed format right now are about $100 each. There are ones that cost more and less than that. I've got a list of budget Hex decks here. There's one that costs 10 on that list, one that costs 30, and then one of the best tier 1 decks that costs 100. The deck that I'm playing right now is a little bit more expensive. I think it's closer to 200, but they vary basically depending on the tiers and what you're looking to play. Waiting to queue. This time queuing is probably a little rough because of what's the word I'm looking for? Because the 5 shards weekly is going on, so a lot of people that normally play constructed are playing that. I think the 2 best decks in the constructed format right now are the Prophecy Burn deck and the Boris Blastforge deck. I have a limited player, almost a complete collection for the investment. That's great, but not possible. Suggestions for reserves for any of these decks? Bobby Lee Beef, go ahead and just take a peek at hexmeta.com and you can search for that champion and kind of get a feel for what other people are playing in their reserves. I think would be the best way to do it. What do we got here? Opponent chose to play Bombus. This hand's medium. Needs another Blood Shard. Could we make a Prophecy Corruption deck? Maybe. It's a lot of 3s. It's probably kind of clunky. That's funny. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Haven't seen Skarn in a while. Transmog makes him pretty bad. The timer is the countdown till the end of this stream. I started streaming a little over 23 hours ago. So we're going to finish this up. I'm going to eat some breakfast. I'm going to take a shower. And I'm going to go to bed. Would not be surprised to see a fat crackling bolt and die. No idea. I don't really like to speculate on things like that. And so it's like, it's just all guesswork. Burn me, crackling bolt this, flip your killing Skarn. Gobbler, sure. So he just can't attack unless he has a Scorch. The shave head got vetoed by the wife extraordinaire. And she's the boss. So shard. 27 shard deck. Miss every time. Sometimes you flood, sometimes you screw. That's the game. Best turn? Sweet shard. Alright, well, that's technically what I asked for. I think I'm just casting this. I don't have to... That's mildly frustrating. Shard, landing pause site, flickering gobbler, focus, sure, that too. Don't, yep, double gobbler me. Just dead. Just dead. Take out the sweepers, take out the clunky top end. Hit submit. Hit submit. Hit submit. A blood rage fire? Sure. Hand's a little awkward. Can play Exarch on 2 though. Worst case scenario, cycle Shard Prism on 3 for a second blood. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna have a curve at least. Get to do this, and hopefully we find a blood shard in here at some point. I got a lot of those in the deck. Or dual shard even. If we had a dual shard next turn, we can go dual shard Inquisition. Nah, I'd probably go Sapphire shard, land a pause site, and then the next turn go dual shard Inquisition. Just want to start drawing cards ASAP. I'm doing alright, straight edge savior. Yeah, there's the dual shard I asked for. Huh. So do I want to draw cards, or do I want to... I'm actually going to play this. We're going to put drawing cards down the road a little bit here. I can Inquisition and then VK next turn on this curve. Just like get a feel for what's going on. Burn, combat training. So I'm going to take the burn out of his hand because it allows him to kill my Exarch of the Egg. Seems good. Maybe I'm supposed to have some extinctions in my deck. I don't know. I always go back and forth. Last time I ended up not having Princess in my deck post-board. So this is him combat training the Bumblebot. Yep. Let's see if he wants to trade here. It's a little aggressive. I like it. Really wish I had an extinction in my deck, so there should probably be some of them. Just like every single time I do this, just like, oh man, I wish I had extinction in my deck. Derp derp derp. Why isn't there extinction in my deck? Got a nice healthy 18 because of our high starting life total, which is nice. Huh. So, I'm actually going to transmog his Bumblebot here. And the reason why I'm doing this, it could give him a scary 1-drop. And God, fucking serious? This is literally the best 1-drop he could hit. Sorry. Apologize for the swear. I'm mildly frustrated. He doesn't get his combat training back, so that's definitely the right one to hit. And he hit literally the best 1-drop. Dead? Yeah, exactly dead because he hit that one. Yep. Alright. It's a created 1-drop. You can't actually play that card. You can't actually put that card into your deck. You have to create it through jumping through some type of hoops. Or it's like a token, basically. It's a good draw. We can transmog on 3 now if he plays something that we might want to. Or transmog on R2, his 3, and untap our Relentless Corruption. Haven't seen a win. We've won. We're 2-2 in this gauntlet. We 5-1 the gauntlet before this. And the match I lost before this one, I lost because I made a mistake. So, yeah, that's fine. If I'm losing matches because I'm making mistakes, that's a good thing to be doing. And, like, if TCGs were only fun when you're winning, then just, like, no one would ever play them because that's just not interesting. That's awkward. The tunneling is still red. Good to know, I suppose. I think I'm going to end up cycling this for Ruby so I can tunnel this guy. So I don't want a Relentless Corruption right now because it'll take 2 cards off their deck and then we'll have to discard. 8-1 speed crush. Yeah, do I want to transmog this? Nah, I'm just going to kill it. Transmog could come in value later. I guess he could have another one of those scary things, which is a reason to wait. So I'm just going to go ahead and Relentless Corruption him. Okay, Burning Tendrils is sweet. We can transmog anything if it goes crazy. I mean, it also costs 5, and it has really strict threshold requirements. It costs 5, takes 5 ruby thresholds, so, like, it's really tough to play. I'm going to transmog this before it enters combat, so that way it likely loses speed. Yep, just a crappy 3-2. I could have just taken the hit for 8 there, possibly, too. Well, we're going to Relentless Corruption him and hope to draw a shard in 3 cards. That's awkward. Well then. I'm going to discard this Hypno-Scientist. It's really awkward. I'd like to block his 3-2 with mine. I decided I wanted to play it as a shard, which is good because we haven't drawn any more shards. Can we die here? Lionel Flynn activation is +3. Block here. Awesome, Kevich. That's good to hear. I'm happy to be here streaming Hex Shard. God bless you. Sting Shot Sniper. Yeah, Sting Shot. Ooh, I can play Jags. Yeah, let's play Jags. So this card is a 4-2 with Crush that when it dies deals 4 damage to someone that doesn't control troops. So I want to make sure I have a troop in play when I kill this guy. My deck, it's so good. This deck doesn't have anything to protect its guys, right? Hex meta. I'm cheating and looking up the champion right now. Lionel Flynn. If I just, like, Burning Tendrils this, there's nothing that can get me, right? Yeah, I can just Burning Tendrils this guy and not feel bad about it. Yeah, so I should just do it before he attacks, basically. Yeah, so don't let him get into combat if I want to Burning Tendrils it. Oh, I should have waited till his beginning of combat, because now he can play a speed guy. It's a little awkward. I didn't think so. I wanted to make sure he could. They don't normally play like any pump spells. Let's play Sting Shot Sniper. I guess I could technically empower that, but I think I just want to Burning Tendrils his Dark. Nah, I probably want to wait till he enters combat to do anything again. Or possibly wait and see what he plays. Maybe Burning Tendrils that. I could have offered this trade. Wonder whose cards these were. They were your cards, opponent. Surprise! How are we feeling this blessed morning? We're doing okay. Made a couple mistakes that were a little frustrating, but those are on me. Exarch the Egg is fine. Huh. Uranaz is definitely slow. I don't know how I feel about Inquisition in this matchup. I think aggressively attacking their hand seems okay. Extinction seems medium. I think I'd rather have Counter Magic. Like maybe a couple Extinction to draw to. Let's try this. I haven't actually put this matchup yet. With or without Relentless Corruption. Yeah, so the Relentless Corruption card, the first one you cast draws one card off your opponent's deck and changes the things in it into blood. Actually, here's one in our hand. So the first one draws one card off their deck. The second one draws two cards, and every time it just draws one more card off the top of your opponent's deck. We're on 2 song, 3 sight, 4 corruption. And on top of that, increasing it, every time it goes up by 1, this doesn't go to your discard pile, it gets put back into your deck. So you can redraw it, basically. Alright, so that's Hypno-Scientist, most likely. Extra of the Egg's a good draw. Next turn we get the Relentless train going. So in 2 turns, this is going to come off of Tunneling. That one's not very good. Draws like this are a little awkward. I think I'm blocking here. We'll take 5 to do this, right? Is this just 4 to us? Yeah. I think we're supposed to block here. We take 1 from Crush, and then we take 4 from its trigger and go to 10. And then next turn we can transmog this guy before it attacks and then possibly reap it. Another one's a little scary. I was going to say, would not mind a Sapphire Shard, which is exactly what we hit. We can counter magic this Hypno-Scientist now. That's really good. So this is going to create a copy of itself. We take 6, going down to 14. Extinction, this is going to do 4 to us, down to 10. He only got 2 cards left in his hand, though, so maybe this Transmog and this Reap can drag us across the finish line. Maybe. Maybe this is a matchup where Relentless Corruption is supposed to come out. I'm supposed to board out in, like, non-mirrors. If he has that speedy guy, we're just going to... Oh, right. That seems way worse than just casting it, but yeah, he knows best. Am I supposed to transmog this? I think I'm supposed to wait a turn. Maybe I draw a troop and then reap it. Huh. Yeah, I'm just going to reap this. We take 4 to do it, but then next turn we can go ahead and go ahead and use our Oracle Song. We've transmogged to protect something with speed off the top. Alright, and I can protect something with speed too. I guess most of his speed things have Crush though, right? So that's not real. Yeah, I generally don't play the weeklies for that reason. I generally tend to stick to the like the blood cups and stuff like that I play. And like the ladder's good. Yeah, I really don't like it. I think single elimination is bad. Is bad. People, I don't know. Apparently, people like it. I think it's stupid. These Inquisitions might not be good. Jury's still out. I think I'm gonna Inquisition him next turn if we don't draw anything. Might as well, right? I can do this, plus this, plus this, plus this, so... Oh, I got a solo battle, that seems fine. Play this, play Exarch of the Egg. I mean, the 5-charge weeklies are still going to be there. Just going to kiss the cook here. I'm going to go to 8. Single lemon being dead for top 8 are different, especially when you're giving prizes out past top 8. All right, this is. Oh, this can't block this turn. I was like, whoa, you're just attacking into my lethal, but that can't block. So another one, sure. Feeling better with counter magic in my hand. Line of pause sight, feeling great now. Just pass the turn. The 5 shards Lixil things that they're adding during the week are going to be Swiss, but as far as I know, the weeklies are still scheduled to be single elimination. As far as I'm aware. Would really like to find a Vampire Princess, or Vampire King, I mean, to start gaining some life on this board. Also wouldn't mind a Relentless Corruption, so I can just start drawing some cards off his deck to put pressure on him. You play this draw card. Sure. Maybe that's a little aggressive because like this card's fully checked by the Exarch of the Eggs. Maybe I should just save that since I don't have a ton of hard answers in my hand. You can see that definitely being true. We hit the 12-hour extension, correct. That 24-minute countdown is till how long we've been live for 24 hours. Another Exarch, draw a card, sounds great. Slowly working our way up here. Poke, 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 poke. The old Soul of Battle deals double damage. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just cut Relentless Corruption against the non-Prophecy decks. The non-Prophecy, non-Blood decks. Which Prophecy and Blood decks are a big portion of the format right now, so I think it's fine to have the Corruptions in the main deck, but I think against decks like this, I'm just not supposed to have them in. What do you got over here? Charge Bolt. All right. All right, that's a good draw. Finally start to stabilize our life total a little bit here. I'm doing well, Rogue, you know? A little drowsy, but you know, second wind will kick up soon. Especially once I go upstairs, eat some breakfast, take a shower, play with the kids for a little bit, and then head to bed. We got Transmografate. Statistically speaking, if we Transmografate something with speed, it's not going to have speed anymore. Corruption's better against Blood because they tend to have more removal and hard and better answers like we have. The blood decks tend to be grindy decks as well, and Relentless Corruption is really good when both players are trying to generate a lot of card advantage. I'm going to transmog this rather than take 2 damage. Yep. He almost time to solo battle the VK. I think I know what card's in his hand, right? Let's just attack with this and see. This doesn't come in for 2 more turns. Yeah, It's just a shard. Okay. Pass the turn. Alright, so, and he's dead to VK plus Spiderling next turn. And we Soul of Battle VK. Okay. Yep, that's a thing. Removal. Removal. Not flying. Still flying. Alright. Oh. We're up to 15 at least. This is going to make one of my dorks not be able to block. We know his last card's a Ruby Shard. Is there a combination of draws that kill me here? Maybe if he draws Soul of Battle, he puts this to 16, 8, 13. Yeah, if he drew Soul of Battle, we're exactly dead. Right, that's not Soul of Battle, so we're fine. And he's dead next turn to our Soul of Battle. So we just block here. This doesn't have Crush, right? Nope. Go to 5. But concedes. Alright, 18 minutes. So we get another quick one in. Oh, 3-2. Broke even at least. That's good. No more 1-3. No more 1-3 nonsense. You're supposed to let us solo battle it, right? No! Come back, opponent! Come back! Why are you ruining our fun? Against Kaigalichu. This hand's probably fine. Inquisition on 2 is good, decent. Inquisitions are miserable later, so having one in our opening hand means there's one less for us to draw later, which is nice. Urnaz and VK are both okay in this matchup. It's a little weak to a turn 3 Hierophant. Let's see some of the play, but I guess it's not super weak to turn 3 Hierophant because we have Inquisition. So you'd have to have Inquisition, and then if he Inquisitions in turn 3 Hierophant, it won't be Spell Shield. Then we could have a Sapphire to transmog it. Well, Description sounds great. Good strong curve here. Don't show me 2 Hierophants. Or 2 VP. His hand doesn't do shit. Okay. I just really don't care about most of these, right? I guess I'll just take the kill. Kill Freak Croc. At some point, we will just transmog the Freak of Nature. Not going to play my VK out next turn most likely, so let's just draw off his deck. Get my corruption going on. Let's try and not punt to this this Caglici player like I did the last one. He's reading Relentless Corruption probably. Alright, drawing his Inquisition sounds great. Next turn, if he plays Blood Shard and Freak of Nature, we can go Inquisition plus Transmog. Oh, that doesn't cast Freak. Drew an Urnaz, sure. Little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest. Another Relentless Corruption, that sounds great. Yeah, I guess I'm going to draw off his deck again. Seems fine, I don't really need to... I'm not in any rush. Just want to get these back into my deck and get them leveling up sooner. It's like priority A. Your Cottontail Explorer, that sounds great. I was hoping to hit some shards. Cottontail Explorer is hopefully shards of our deck. We're playing 27 shards, so we have a pretty high density. VP is pretty good. Probably have to Inquisition that, or Transmog that. Hey, Ossuary. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's... Come on. At least one shard that gets a temporary resource. Come on. Come on, RNGesus. Yeah, hit a bunch of them. Excellent. Let's play this. And then let's go ahead and... He's not getting to 7 shards for a couple of turns yet, so let's go ahead and kill that. I didn't even dump any troops in my yard, so his Urnaz isn't extra good yet. So next turn we go Inquisition plus VK. I'm doing well, Talonbreck. Healthy medium, I think would be the best way to say it. Him playing Freak here is actually pretty good for us, because that means next turn his Croc can't eat my VK. So we're gonna go ahead and Inquisition him. Probably taking the Urnaz away. He's got double Urnaz. Okay, oh, I'll take the Croc, I guess. I think I'm just playing this out and passing the turn. Because he has to kill this. I am looking good for 24 hours. Thank you. Kill, yep. Ship with these dorks. On my next turn, so he has Urnaz. I think I might know the other card. I don't remember. I should be paying better attention. I'm still here and kicking Maddie. We're almost done. So I'm going to go ahead and Urnaz and take his Croc and fight these two dorks. Kill, sure. I will. We're gonna finish this match now, obviously. So I might go a little over. He can take... Oh, I have a VK in my yard now. I can take my VK, sure. Put this VK of my own out. Yeah, I should just ship in, right? I should have shipped in before I played my VK out, but it's still the same. He just doesn't block. Oh, is he thinking about trading since he has another Urnaz? I'm up for that. Instead of this killing this transmog, I would love to trade this for his Urnaz here. If a card is PVE only, it'll have a little swirl up here in the art on the upper left hand corner of the card. And my only other troop in here, I guess you could get Cottontail Explorer. Yeah, that's fine. Morning Bruce or Brute. You got his Freak of Nature back to his hand. Deal. I'm going to transmog his king, I think. Hopefully into something with less than 3 power. Do a 2/2. Yep, sweet. Now my Vampire King gets to eat this. I guess you can get my Urnaz back and, you know, Cottontail Explorer. That's a 0/0, sure. Goes right back into his crypt and gets him 2 shards. Oh, he has 2 freaks? Okay. Wow. Good beats. That's real good beats. That's pretty rough. So these freaks require him to pay life to put them back into play, so the fact that he's taken so many hits from this croc makes it pressure him a little bit more. If he hadn't killed that Vampire King, we would be able to crack him back and threaten to take the other Urnaz out of his hand. This chair's great. I like this chair a lot. So we've got a lot of draws coming up here. We got 3 draws on top of our deck from the Landing Pause site. We've got 2 draws from our champion abilities, putting a VK into play most likely. Yep, it's a 1/2 VK, but still a VK. I would like to hit an extinction here. Not having a Mass Poly Dingler in our main makes us a little bit worse in these mid-range mirrors. Oh, that's super aggressive. Okay. Bring himself to 7. Okay. Come on, extinction. One time, dealer. I think I've only played 1. Haven't played any extinctions. Actual 0. Actual 0. Alright, which one of these draws a card? That one. Let's play that one. Oh, let's transmog. It's 5/5. Seriously? Just stone nothing? I think I'm supposed to play this out. That is a wife-approved extension. You're a monster, Christy. So I played out the VK mostly so in case he hits us with this, we don't just eat the card out of our hand. I'm assuming he's just attacking with Urnaz here. I think I'm going to jump with the VK. Our line here is to find an extinction, I think, either out of our deck or his. I'm hoping there's extinctions in his deck to draw with this Relentless Corruption. Has he hit an extinction yet? He hasn't. Okay. You're the best, babe. The hair on my head would never grow back. You're so rude. All right, still have yet to play an extinction on my deck. Please have extinctions in your deck, opponent. Everyone has extinctions in their blood deck, right? Wow. It's so tilting to flood on 2 decks at once. It's the best, really. It's like, what's better than flooding on just my deck? Using your deck to flood too. Again, just like waiting for that sweeper. Waiting for that sweeper. Why would you commit more to the board? Maybe he just doesn't think I'm playing them at this point? Vampire King that draws a card. Extinction. God bless. Alright. I think I can buy one more turn out of this. I probably shouldn't, right? I have to kill. Yeah, I'm going to buy one more turn out of this. He might not attack with everything. I'm going to get one more turn, I think. I could watch us get Inquisition this turn, but he also hasn't played any Inquisitions, right? Yeah, I don't think he's on Inquisition. It's a shard back, sure. And let him draw Inquisition. I don't know. We're pretty far behind here. We need time. Like, hopefully there's a bunch of live draws in our deck. Like, another Relentless Corruption is going to draw 4 cards at this point in the game, so... Hopefully he doesn't get antsy and ship with everything. That would be annoying. I'm hoping he just, like, ships with this. Like, he's just been shipping with the Uranaz, and, like, I just keep having to chump with my vampires and, like, playing like I don't have a sweeper in my deck. Maybe he has Verdict to stop Extinction. I'll just, like, we'll just call it a day. There's 3 minutes left. I'll concede the match if he verdicts me. This gains me a little bit of life this way, too. Assuming he attacks the way he's been attacking, this gains me life as well. Alright, and we drew an Inquisition, so we get to check what his... Oh, we get to take the Uranaz away. That's his follow-up. Sweet. He has a Runeer Hierophant in his hand. Okay. That kind of sucks, but, yep. Do that. Do this. Play this. Hope to draw some follow-up for his Runeer Hierophant. I guess we have 3 more Extinctions in our 34 cards, so, you know, maybe there's a chance. Please don't play another threat. Please don't have top deck to threat. Please don't have top deck to threat. Maybe we can top deck a Relentless Corruption or an Oracle Song. Alright, good. Shard's great. The problem is Uru leaves something behind. I have all these troops in my crypt, and Uru takes a crypt just by coming into play. Did he have something else? I think he had something else in his hand. He has Extinction, and this card he can't cast. Alright, well, we'll take his Extinction away. And next turn, I get to draw 2 cards with this, so we got that going for us. No, he didn't get the Runeer off the champ ability. He put the Runeer back into his deck with that stupid Coyote that I transmogged his thing into, is what happened. Alright, well. Shard number 12. Seriously, babe? Well, you know, that's like, you know, again, that's probably worst case scenario, right? Alright, what's the clock here? I take 5 and go to 13, and then he has 9 power. Or I take this. Okay, yeah, so it buys me a turn to kill this rhino. I get 2 draw steps if I kill this rhino versus just 1. We're going to go past the 24 hours because I'm finishing this match. Or, you know, maybe not. Maybe we're just going to die slowly and quietly in my bed, in my chair. Flooding on 2 players' decks at once. We've had one extinction in all these cards. One extinction. I guess taking the Runeer, giving him the Urnaz. Alright, well. Give me some good stuff. Give me some good stuff. Please, 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 please. Alright, that's some kind of good stuff. Play 1, 2, 3. We're not dead on board. He must not have extinctions in his deck. Oh yeah, God. That was just I haven't been playing with this card and it's been a day and just Rotten Rancor. Yeah, good beats. Good beats. I got to gain life from that at least, and then this put something into play. Alright, well, you know, the out's still Extinction. That's always been the out. It's Vampire King, sure. So this chumps here. We go to 8 and take some damage here. Block. Block. Show me Extinction. Oracle Song into Extinction is ideal. That could literally be anything. Yay! Hex! Yay! Hex! We get to keep playing Hex. Woo! Alrighty. And the grind continues, ladies and germs. The next Relentless Corruption probably ends the game at this point. I'm not sure why he played the Rotten Rancor out, but, you know, he did. God bless him. Don't play another threat. Just brick for 1 turn. Brick for one turn. Oh, he's got Freak of Nature in here to put back into play, right? That's kind of big. That immediately makes me need to draw something. Okay. Yeah, I like putting Freak of Nature and putting me dead. We need to immediately draw something again next turn then. Yeah, I like this line for my opponent. Second threat too. Okay, sure. Come on, Relentless Corruption. Let's do it. Let's do it. One more Relentless Corruption. Come on, do it for the team. Another Extinction. Oracle Song into both. Why not Oracle Song into both? Exarch of the Egg. That means we're not dead unless he has a removal spell, which is great. Sounds wonderful. And it put 2 Spiderling Eggs into his now 19 card deck, so that sounds awesome. No removal spell dealer at one time. Sweet. So we're just getting hit by this, so we get another draw step. This doesn't have Crush, right? Nope. Okay. Alright, Extinction or Corruption. What a shitty way to end a really long, great game. Just like mono flood. I'll heed your guess. Alright, I get to go to board now. Dingler's good. Counter Magic's fine. Charge Colossus is fine. Inquisition is not good. Transmog's fine. I don't think I want any of the other cards. Grave Offering's so clunky. I think I'm going to cut this card now that we're on Relentless Corruption. Extra Oracle Song's probably good. You might be bringing in Drowned Shrine, actually, so I'm just going to... Meh. Exarch's not that great. Yeah, we drew some shards out of his deck. One of our Relentless Corruptions drew like 3 shards. To be fair. To also be fair, our opponent had like 6 draw steps that were all action while we continued drawing shards on the in-between. This is the absolute last match. The time has expired. Maybe the last game. Hopefully not the last game. I'd like to end on a high note. Keep. Inquisition's okay against Hierophant, but it's bad against the top deck wars that these decks get into in the late game. Like that last game, we had Inquisitions rotting in our hand, and we're very, very fortunate that they actually did anything at all. Alright, let's see if we get Drowned Shrined again. If we get Drowned Shrined again, we're just going to start boarding out draw cards in these matchups. Let the flood begin. When it rains, it pours, ladies and germs. When it rains, it pours. It shines down from the heavens above. The water, it doth fall. Yep, there's the Runeer. There's the Wasquee Wabbit. The good news is our opponent took almost 14 minutes to play the last game, so if we force a third game here, we're probably in a good spot to win just based on time. Let's play another play VK out here, leave this back on defense in case he kills the VK like he likely can. Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, picking up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Little bunny foo-foo, ba-da-da-da-da-da. I'm doing well. We hit the 24-hour mark, but I'm finishing out my game because I'm not just going to concede. And of course, it's a mid-range mirror. All right, well, you know, we hit our second Sapphire for the counter magic. It's good. Just keep passing back and forth. We're going to hit Uranaz on 7 if we want it. Does he have anything in the crypt? Just a princess. Hopefully he commits another troop or 2 to the board and we can clean up with Extinction. It's fine. 7 shards and however many is fine. We want to hit our first like 7 shards consistently. Inquisition, sure. All of our cards are pretty good. He can take the Extinction though. But if he takes the Extinction, then we're free to just jam the Uranaz on time, so that's fine too. This hand could go a lot of different ways. All right, takes the Uranaz. Okay, I'm down for a game to grind a little bit more. Yep. Eventually, he's gonna kill this at some point, I assume. I didn't even drink all the 2-liter. I only drank 2/3 of it. Look at that. There's still a lot of it left. Thank you very much. VK is pretty good. I'm going to wait until next turn or maybe the turn after to play VK so I can play VK plus hold counter magic. I might actually just play Oracle Song next turn because I would kind of like to Extinction before I commit this VK to the board. Croco. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I'm completely fine with this. So he's gonna eat this, and then he's gonna crack us for 5. So we go to 20, and then next turn I'm gonna go Shard Extinction, and then have counter magic up. pretty good. That's actually great, right? So all I want to do is like draw cards and stuff. I'll have to evaluate his threats that he's playing out as he plays them. It's possible I'm just supposed to like take a turn off to gas up and like hope the gas off the top of my deck is good. Giving him an opening here. I guess he could go Shard Uranaz, and I really don't want him to go Shard Uranaz. Rabbit. Yeah, I'm just going to counter this. That's fine. This gives us an opening next turn to go Landupause Sight plus Oracle Song and not feel bad about it. He has Extinction in his deck now. Maybe he didn't in game 1? Maybe he just has like the Miser? Play this. Activate this. Oracle Song this. Play a Shard. Draw a card. Relentless Corruption. That's going to draw a card, and it's going to draw 2 cards off their deck. That sounds great. Okay. We're getting there. What you got, opponent? You got a Vampire Princess, sure. I have the Uranaz. Okay. What do I got in my crypt? I think I got a VK. I have a VK, yep. Okay, sure. So we got 2 draws off of him and 2 draws off of us to find answers to the board. Otherwise, we're committing our own VK and have a transmog at the very least. So there's 1 brick of the 4 possible bricks we could draw here. There's 2 bricks of the 4 possible bricks we could draw here. There's 5, kind of 6 bricks of the possible bricks we could draw here. Just building ourselves a nice little house. What else is in my crypt? Nothing good. You can get an Exarch of the Egg, and that's it, basically. If he attacks with everything here, I think I'm going to run the Transmog your VK before blocks Gambit. Nope, just attack with that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to take the 5. Especially with another VK in my hand. So you can get in. Hex decks are not cheap. I mean, it depends on what you consider cheap. Like, this deck I'm playing right now is one of the more expensive decks in Hex, and it's like $200. That's like cheap compared to a Magic deck. Alright, draw 3 cards off my opponent's deck. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? Alrighty, that's not bad. Play a second VK out here. Pass the turn. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna hopefully pull out this game. Double King links to Croc. I've got Kill and Transmog in case he's got Croc. There's a lot of scary 6s. I don't think there's many 6s that my Vampire King would be able to beat in combat. I'm going to go ahead and double block here. And then if he goes to kill one of my guys, I'm just going to kill his. Just has another Uranaz? That's what that means, right? That trade is have another Uranaz trade. So I have to get this VK back on my crypt. We got to draw at the end step here, draw on our turn. And we have VK and 2 removal spells left still. This has been a good match. First game had a little bit of a frustrating end, but there's been a lot of back and forth in all these games. That's why mid-range mirrors are fun, and why I like playing decks like this Blood Sapphire control deck. You get a lot of play on both sides of the table usually. He's got a Rotting Rancor. Well, that's... Yep. I guess that makes sense. Now we're under the Draw Extinction Gun. I guess we're not strictly under the Draw Extinction Gun, right? Good. Alright, Relentless Corruption. That's going to draw, what, like 4 cards now? Plus it draws a card from our deck, so we've got 6 draws next turn. And we know he has Extinction. Charge Colossus, sure. Oh, this is real life. This is real life. This is my real life. Can you even imagine? Welcome to my real life. It's like we drew 5 cards that turn, and there were 1 card that was useless, and then 5 shards, 6 cards. Ah. Okay, well that's good. That's good beats. It just got rid of the VK basically. So long, Charge Colossus, my old friend. No, there's literally an extinction in his script. There's literally an extinction in his script. That's why I said it. We didn't see an extinction in game 1, but there's literally an extinction in his script that we saw this game in game 2. Don't have another Rotten Rancor, please. Please. Alright, sweet. Take a shard. We're thinning his deck, right? God, if he would have had to draw these cards, he'd have never won. Alright, we're putting 2 eggs into his 18-card deck. I mean, that's variant. Like, sometimes you draw shards, sometimes you don't. Alright. There's an egg for a blocker. If we can just survive 2 more turns. The goal is to survive 2 more turns here, so that way we can activate this. Because even if we brick on our next 2 draw steps, bricking on 4 draw steps is pretty unrealistic. If he attacks here, I'm just trading Exarch of the Eggs. That's fine. Keep my life total high. I'm winning a long game, I think. I might steal a Shin here. Yeah, maybe. That's fair. Best guess. Like it's really about the same. Yeah, baby. And this is the one that draws a card for us, too. This one's doing work. Into a landing pod site? Okay. Okay. Come on. Ship it. Chip it. Chip it. Chip it. Huh. So, yeah. I think I'm attacking because I want us both to be plus life here. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with both, and the VKs can bounce, and we both gain 3, and then I'm going to go Extinction plus Rainier Hierophant. What? Just no blocks? Deal. Didn't brick this time. We were bound to not brick eventually, right? Like, that's... Oh, we were bound to not brick eventually. Definitely has Drowned Shrine in his deck. How does that change our sideboarding? I think we cut the Oracle songs. Bring in Grave Offering. Maybe Princess. Maybe Verdict. I guess he's got the reanimation spells, so Verdict's okay with that. It's not great against Princess, though, but I guess Oracle Song's not great against Princess either. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring in the Verdicts, and I'm going to bring in the Grave Offering. I'm going to cut the 3 Oracle Songs because he's on Drowned Shrines in his deck. Sights are worse than songs versus Drowned. I disagree with that. The sights can target instants occasionally, and then we can still draw cards off the sights. We're just finishing the last match. I promise. This hand's medium. Wants a Sapphire Shard real bad. It's sad if he has Shrine on 2. It's always sad if he has Shrine on 2, though. He probably only has like 1. We saw a lot of his deck, and there was only 1. That's the perfect draw. Watch him have Vampire Princess on 3, and we never hit a Sapphire Shard. That would be the death of this hand, very, very quickly. Oh, yep, excellent. Your 1 Drowned Shrine, perfect. Have to play the rest of the match on hard mode. Alright, doesn't have Princess as well, at least. We got that going for us. No play. This one's going to be a quick one, probably. Or maybe he kept a bad hand on the back of the Drowned Shrine. That one can hope on that, right? And this is Princess, and we don't hit a thing. We're basically wrecked. Yay, spiders! Wow, that's a lot of spiders. There are only 6 in the stack. Oh, we don't get to know what he hit then, right? That's fine. Alright, well, maybe we're just going to aggro him out. Close coffin. Sure, man. You do you. I would not be all that sad to see all of my extract of the eggs get out of my deck. This is perfect, just like we drew it up. Man, if we'd hit Sapphire this turn, I don't think we could lose this game. We just go like to Verdict or Transmog. Like Verdict is Extinction, Transmog is Threat, and just like keep beating down with these dorks. Yep, alright. They're gone. I have a higher chance to draw Sapphire Shards now because I have less extract of the eggs in my deck. Like poop. Doesn't have a Shin here, that's great. I'm going to just jam VK. If he has Urnaz in his hand, I want to just crunch into it. This gives me a chance to draw shards, but like hitting my charge power really doesn't matter, and I'm not going to hit Sapphire Shards out of his deck, so... He could just have a kill here, VK of his own, sure. Come on, Sapphire Shard. Come on, Sapphire Shard. Sapphire Shard. That's exactly like a Sapphire Shard. At least his Urnaz now doesn't do anything. This is like Nightmare scenario. Not only do we have the double Sapphire card and like mono Sapphire cards, these just don't do anything. They're just like 3 cost, don't have text. Block. You get a Freak of Nature here. Alright, well, we got that going for us, I guess. Cast this because we can. Not that it does a whole lot. Hopefully that hits a kill. That's the dream. We do have quick actions in our deck. These basically don't have text though. They're pretty close to just not having text. We're gonna block here because during my opponent's end step, this just gets -1/-1 and dies. Hey, an instant. Okay, sweet. There are 0 ways. Yeah, maybe we should have a Chaos Key. This is like the 3rd person to drown trying us. Oh, you know, I should have landed pause sighted on my turn too. Look at another instant. Extinction, yep, good. He has multiple extinctions because he has an Alter Art extinction in his deck too. Which again, if you want, when you're playing cards, you want all of your arts to be uniform. Whenever, God, and we would have hit another instant if I would have landed pause sighted last turn. God bless America. So sloppy. So sloppy. Well, now off chance we had a Sapphire Shard next turn, we get to just mass Polydingler him. Otherwise, we have to transmog this princess or guaranteed take something out of her hand. Two, 3 troops in the cramped. Alright, let's kill the Stork. Don't draw a card because of Drowned Shrine. Kinda sad. So we're looking for Relentless Corruption, we're looking for an Extinction of our own, we're looking for a Sapphire Shard for this Mass Polydingler, and we've got 5 turns to draw it at the moment. I'm not transmogrifating either of these things because this will likely have more than 2 power when we turn it into a random 3. And the next one's a quick action too, that's gross. Alright, so I'm going to kill this one I think, because it buys us, it doubles the clock for us basically. Or halves the clock, I guess is the terminology that I should be using. We're dead in 7 right now. Oh, good times, good times, good times, good times. Even a Vampire King would be great right now because we've got 2 Verdict of the Ancient Kings to defend. I guess we can't double Verdict and King, though. So, dead in 6. Come on, Sapphire Shard, 1-time dealer. Oh, Shard Prism is out now. Oh, we have no kings. You're right. He exiled them. Good call. Alright, dead in 3. We could Relentless Corruption a king off of his deck and play it. There's another out. Alright, Shard Prism's an out this turn. We're putting some Void Chaos Keys in the reserves. Getting railed by this one. Why would you even commit another card to the board? I need a sweeper to beat you. Alright, teach his own. Going to 1. Alright, Sapphire, Extinction, any of the stuff. God, you've got to be kidding me. Just seriously? There's 27 shards in our deck. 27! 27 shards! He's got to have a removal spell, right? So we're dead. If we would have hit a shard there, we could have just done any amount of stuff here. Maybe we get really lucky with this Transmogrifade. This is it. This is like the last turn. We're definitely dead here. Maybe some kind of weird 2-power guy. Wow. Okay. Yep. That's why we play the games. Okay. We live to get another draw step. Wow. God bless. R and Jesus, all that jazz, Kismet. Come on, Sapphire, Sapphire, Extinction, Sapphire, Extinction, Sapphire, Extinction. Has an urn as well. That's terrifying. Still have to do this. Ugh. Dead to the urn as in 1. Get another draw step at least. Watch it be landing pause site. Wait, there's an urn as in my crypt? Oh, there's an urn as from my Cottontail Explorer, sure. Ooh, got a spider. Because he has a Drowned Shrine in play. Looking for a sapphire, looking for a sapphire. We found a sapphire, maybe we get to keep playing. Mass Polydingler is a busted hex card. Da 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 da. Extinction, extinction, kill shrine. Oh, there's more than one shrine. More than one extinction too. I'm sorry if I've been a little complainy this last match. I'm a little tired. Just a little. Hopefully we find some relentless corruptions here and just run them off. That would be ideal. Oh right, he has that. That's unfortunate. All right, well this is dead in 2 at least. We get 2 draw steps, so this one can be a brick like it wants to be. Right on time. All right. Again, a lot of back and forth at least. And I feel like, I doubt I'm playing optimally. I'm sure there were a lot of different decisions I could have made differently in these games. It'd be sweet if we hit a Relentless Corruption that pulls us back into this game, though, or another Extinction. Relentless Corruption would be hot. I think we're getting 4 cards now. GG's opponent. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take off, folks. Thanks for hanging out. It's been great. I will do the sub drawing later, and I will post pictures of me shaved, because that's what the people donated for. I'll be back on Tuesday And then Wednesday night we'll be streaming Live Magic for the first time here on this channel. Tuesday around noonish. Peace, folks. Thanks for hanging out.